This is Dr. Fred, and I teach the system of healed, which is 6 steps to tap into who God created you to be, release the pain of your past, get clear on the vision and the reason you're here so you can fulfill your soul purpose, the reason you're here in this life, right? Mark Twain said, two most important days of your life: one, the day you're born; two, the day you figure out why. So I was reading A Course in Miracles. Look at this book, man. It is thrash, cover is off. We also have a healed experience coming up October 10th and 11th in Newport Beach. Massive spiritual breakthroughs. Now, because of my daily rituals, I read something in A Course in Miracles this morning that was huge. Man, I had to meditate on that one for a while. And it's also in the system of L. A, accept forgiveness yourself and others. L, living in now. So check this out. Okay, listen to this one. This is intense. Healing cannot be accomplished in the past, right? It must be accomplished in the present to release the future. Why can't healing be accomplished in the past? Because time in our human physical world is horizontal, right? We have past, present, and future. Healing can't happen in the past because guess what? Past and future don't exist. They only exist in our mind. Therefore, the past is really an illusion. Well, Fred, what are you talking about? Because this happened to me and they were mean to me and this happened, right? Well, guess what? It's the meaning that you assign to things that create an emotion that gets wired in your mind and body that stays with you when that experience may have been decades ago. It may have been when you were a kid. It could be last week. But you don't understand. You don't understand what my dad did. No, well, I may have not have lived through what you lived through, but the reality is, what emotions are you carrying stuck in your body that created subconscious beliefs that make you wear a pair of glasses? Now imagine if these glasses were yellow and I'm like, you know what? The world is yellow. Why? Because, I'm who I am because of what I've been through. Well, if you've done that, then you miss important principle number one: H, honor God within yourself, your great like this an image, that you're a spirit having a human experience. You're not a human seeking spiritual experiences. You're a spirit. Genesis 1:27, we're created like this in the image of God, having a human experience. That's why your soul comes in. Psalm 139:16, you saw my days when they were unformed. What's that mean? Imagine you're in the spirit world watching a movie trailer of your life. You're like, put me in, coach. I want to go in there, right? But your personality would not have chosen what your spirit chose. What's that mean? Why would I choose an alcoholic father that would beat the crap out of me and my mom? I don't know why. I don't know why your soul chose that. I have no idea why. Well, you don't understand. You don't know what you're talking about. Well, is your belief system getting you what you desire in life? Is carrying around the pain of something that happened years and years and years and years and years ago, is that serving you now? But you don't understand. I was abused. You know what? Hey, I did podcasts. It was called Heal with Dr. Fred, and of people that have been through massive, massive traumas. Like, I'm like, oh my God, man, I must have had a gifted life. Did we all have traumas? Yeah. I had traumas of, hey, my second grade best friend tried to sexually abuse me on a sleepover, now that that's public knowledge. We've all been through certain things. You're like, well, I don't care. Listen to my story. Yep, it's a human experience. Why did you choose it? Because when you get to this E, established purpose and mission, there's a gift in the pain. Many times you go through these experiences because they're related to why we came here. That's why you can't always handle getting rid of that emotion with traditional psychology. You may not be able to handle it in your mind or your psychology, but on a soul level, you can heal that. Why? Because when you find the gift, you get rid of the pain. The past is gone. The only past that exists is the memory and the emotion in your mind that keeps triggering over and over and over again. So when you get rid of that emotion, you redefine it, you find the gift. How does it relate to your purpose? Well, there's no gift in me being raped or sex trafficked. Oh, well, I could see how you might believe that. I can't even imagine that experience. Yet, why did you go through that? Is your sole purpose to help people that have been abused? Maybe that's why you went through it. Why? Because you can understand. I remember being in college and dealing with my pain and doing a bunch of drugs, crystal methadone. And I remember after I became a chiropractor, one of my patients walked in and he was a cutter. And he walked in with razor blade cuts all over his arm. And I'm like, dude, what happened? And he's like, I hate myself, blah, blah, blah. So what did I do? I told him, hey, I did crystal methadone until I had paranoid schizophrenic delusions. Here's what he said. Not you, Dr. Fred. You represent success. And it's like, oh, the path to get here wasn't easy, my friend. And years later, um, he contacted me on Facebook and then said, that talk that day had helped him so much. He quit doing drugs, quit being a cutter. He had hope. And so maybe the story of our pain and how we got through it is part of establishing your purpose and delivering it to the world, because your story and how you got to the other side may be your sole purpose. So I wouldn't be teaching people how to go through spiritual breakthroughs if I didn't watch my second wife take her last breath and die right in front of me. And all I wanted to do was to spiritually evolve and become a better man after all that pain. That's how healed was given to me. So I'm able to understand people's pain. How many people waste so much time and energy fighting over small things that don't matter, So that pain help God to give me a system when I was ready for it. So here we go. Unless you learn that past pain is an illusion, you are choosing a future of illusions and losing the many opportunities of a future, losing the many opportunities that you couldn't find to release in the present. So we carry so much of our past. We're looking through the glasses in this present moment with the emotions and belief of our past. How many miracles are we missing? How much love are we missing that we can't accept because we can't even see it, right? Healing cannot be accomplished in the past. Why? Because that's where our pain exists. That's the emotion. So what's that mean? It must be accomplished in the present to release the future. That means now when we become present, what meaning did I sign? What emotion am I experiencing? What's the gift in the pain? Because there's a reason on a soul level. And now I don't have to project the past into the future and create anxiety. Now I have the past coming in the present. I have anxiety, the future coming in the present. We're not present. I lived 40 years like that. And then I had a very dramatic, traumatic revelation, a revelation that came out of trauma for me to be able to be present. There's only one time, it's vertical. A second ago is already gone. A second from now doesn't exist. The past is gone. It's an emotion living in our mind. Let's clear that emotion and let's live with joy now. And we have much more hope and faith and belief that we can live a better life and fulfill God's purpose through us. Right? God won't do it for you, but he can do it through you. And that's when you get to a level of consciousness that everything can be healed. Hey, go to thehealedsystem.com. We're also going to have an event, and it's going to be October 10th and 11th. If you want to know about it, DM me, and let's talk about it. All right, love you guys. Let's realize the only time that ever exists is this moment right now, and let's live it with love and joy. Love you guys. Peace.